next.
Awesome.
Let's
All right,
get wet.
let's get wet.
Let's jump in the pond.
Jump in the pond, baby. All
Let's have
right.
some heroic sharts.
I I brought out the record. I got this back in
Hey,
2015. Big fan of Pond. I must say. If you don't know Pond, they're from Perth, over in Australia. And yeah, formed in 2008. They've had a number of lineup changes, but you didn't know Kevin Parker, famous musician of what is known as Tame Impala. Actually, he was actually in Pond originally as a member, and I guess Tame Impala was kind of like a band, kind of like a offshoot of Pond. So anyway, Pond has like a lot of records out, right? This one is, I think it's the first one to be produced by Kevin Parker from Tame Impala, which is kind of exciting, right? Because he's a mastermind. Anyway, this is the first album I got to know Pond. I remember I was hanging out with my buddy and he was just kind of playing the album. And I'm like, this is awesome. What are we listening to? And he's like, oh, it's this Pond. It's pretty good. And I was like, hell yeah. Anyway, I got really into it. This was kind of like right when I started to like actually like modern music too, when I was in college. So I was really into Pond. But anyway, it's a great album. It's very different than their other stuff now that they're putting out. It's much more it definitely has a lot of electronic elements, but it feels like with the drums very loose and kind of wacky all the time. You know, it starts off with Waiting Around for Grace. It just has that awesome like acoustic kind of guitar lead in, and just like the drums are epic. And then you got kind of like I don't know, like new wavy kind of songs that are like Elvis's Flaming Star and Zond, kind of like pulsating at you. And then kind of more like hippie, kind of like slower songs like Sitting on a Crane and Holding Out for You. Love those. And then Medicine Hat is just a beautiful like song. Like the intro with the acoustic guitars is awesome. And then it goes into that kind of just epic soundscape that they come out with. And then it ends on like the 10-minute epic, Man, It Feels Like Space Again, which is like super goofy, awesome, epic song. And if you have a chance, you should watch the YouTube music video for the song. There's a whole music video and it's super goofy with like puppets and it's very fun. Anyway, yeah, I love Pond. I feel like it's kind of interesting. Nick Albrook kind of is the front man for the band now, but I feel like on this stage in the band he doesn't sing all the songs, but it's interesting. It's kind of a different feel than modern Pond. I'm gonna leave it at that. What do you guys think?
would you name one of the songs that your band?
What do you guys think?
Would you name one of the songs that your band plays heroic shart?
I know, right?
That's my favorite song on the album. That's the thing.
Really?
I fucking love that song. I love Pond. Pond is everything that I wish Tame Impala could be. I like Tame Impala. I feel like Tame Impala, I don't know, man. I liked Lonerism. I didn't really like Inner Speaker. I didn't really like Currents. Currents was okay. And then the Slow Rush was just
Like Inner Speaker? Interesting.
Inner Speaker was like it was kind of repetitive, man. Honestly. I thought Lonerism was great. I really tried to love Inner Speaker, and then the Slow Rush was just painfully mid. Like I did not like that album whatsoever.
I thought Slow Rush was super overrated too, but I still think it was good. I mean, I still like all the Tame Impala albums. But
I feel like Pond and Tame Impala have similar vibes. I just like Pond way more. Like, I don't know.
I think Nick Albrook is just an awesome frontman.
Uh-huh.
And Yeah, I think that adds a lot to why I like Pond Bar. But
I
anyway,
just feel like Man, It Feels Like Space Again is just is so much more fun than anything that I don't want to just compare them to Tame Impala, but you know, they're
I
they're
know.
intertwined, right? They're
I
it's
feel like everybody online always compares them, and I get kind of sick of hearing it too. Because I'm like, all right, well, they're also their own band. It's like they're always like new band by Pond or new album by Pond, and you know it's produced by Kevin Parker, so you should listen to it. I'm like, all right,
I
well,
mean, fucking King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard is a psychedelic Australian rock band, right?
I know.
But I
They're
feel
just
like
pumping out
they're
these
all
bands.
very different, and I just like Pond way better than Tame Impala. They're just more fun. They're more they're just a fun fucking band. Like they're fun to listen to. It's like you don't really have to think too hard about it. You just kind of like, you know, you chill out and you listen to a Pond album. And I feel like they're a little bit more sophisticated with their I think Tasmania. What was their newest
Yeah,
album called? Nine?
the last one,
Yeah,
the last one's 9.
nine. Okay.
Yeah, then
They
the
get
one
a
before
little
that.
bit more, like you said, they get a little bit more electronic. They get a little bit more,
Yeah, they've been kind of going there.
but they're still just fun to listen to, you know? They're still just like they're chill stoner rock music, and I love it. Like, but Man, It Feels Like Space Again is I think my favorite psychedelic rock album from the past 10 years. I like it way better than basically anything I've
I didn't
listened
know
to.
you knew this album. It's
Yeah, I
awesome.
love Pod, man.
Great.
Tim is just the expert on like all of our albums.
Right, right.
I found this band. Do you know who Vine Sauce?
Yeah,
He's a streamer. And
yeah.
when
Heard of
this
it.
album first came out, he was like, "Yo, y'all got to listen to this album." And I checked it out, and I was like, "Man, this album fucking rocks." Yo,
Hell
Yeah, this album fucking rocks. Just a great way to put it. It's awesome. I really enjoyed it. I love like the psychedelic. I know Pond, like I know a few of their songs. I don't know them super well. I listened to that one album. I don't even remember the name. I think it has like a blue cover.
Oh, the weather. The weather is also awesome. That's it. That's amazing.
Yeah, The Weather. That was the album I knew. I know Nine a little bit too. Um, but yeah, this is kind of the first one I like really paid attention to and just really enjoyed it. Waiting Around for Grace is awesome. Just a great opener to the album. It's got a great beat. Um, just Holding On for You, I really like too. Um, just good songs, good stuff. Man, It Feels Like Space Again is awesome and epic and just a great capstone to the album. Yeah, super cool. I'm definitely going to go through their discography now because I really enjoyed this. Um, I've been meaning to see them. They're like I feel like they're around DC a lot. I just never make it out to the show, but I bet they'd be awesome to see live too.
Yeah, I saw them about a year ago, and they were so good. I saw them at the Metro, and they're so good live.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
live.
yeah, I really liked it too. It was great. It was very like energetic. I was actually listening to it. I was kind of like frantically re-listening to all the albums today, and I was listening to this on the way here. Um, and you know, I was running late, and it was great, like speed walking kind of album. Even though it's very like psychedelic and chill, I feel like sometimes psychedelic rock can be a little too chill, and like I get kind of bored. That's how I feel about Tame Impala. But
yeah, yeah, exactly.
well, bored. But I think this is like there's enough going on that it's not, and there's enough of like it's grounded enough that I never got bored. Um, I think my favorite song is Sitting Up on Our Crane, more of that kind of like, yeah, I don't know, less psychedelic. But still great. Yeah, I really liked it too.
Cool. Yeah, what can I say? What can I say? I love Pond. It was just a great, great album. 10 out of 10. I'm gonna give it a 10.
Oh
I might regret
my
that.
God.
I don't know. Maybe like I don't know. I feel like I could go back on it now.
No,
But
give it a 10 out of 10.
I'll give it a 10 out of 10. It's awesome.
Give
2015.
it to Radar Records, Tyler.
Yeah, one of the best sounds of 2015 for me, for sure.